Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ball Z enthusiasts and sexy YouTube individuals out there? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here to bring you guys another news update on Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. And we have a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to go over, mainly regarding the recently released trailer for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z at TGS 2013. This is a very excited trailer. I was very excited. I have a lot of stuff to cover. In general fashion, I'm going to give you guys an analysis over stuff that I've seen, or stuff that you may have noticed, or stuff that you may have not noticed. And I'm also going to give you guys a wish list over stuff that I want to see, and a hypothesis on stuff that I want to see, or I think they're going to integrate in this game. So without further ado, let's get in it. So if you guys notice, we get an English translated version of this trailer this time around. A lot of people didn't understand it. A lot of people were kind of pissed because they complained that the narrator kind of gave a goofy vibe to this. But if any other true Dragon Ball Z fan other than myself out there knows who this guy was, and you know, they pretty much were hyped just because they heard this familiar voice, you guys know that that's Christopher Sabat, the guy that does the voice of Vegeta, and he's also the president of Okatron 5000. Just by hearing this, you know that we will have an English version of this game, a westernized English version, a Funimation dubbing of this game, because Christopher Sabat, he's known for his voice of Vegeta, Yamcha, and Piccolo, and so many different other characters up in the Dragon Ball Z universe. So this is a good indication that we will be getting a dub by Okatron 5000. I was a little on the fringe, and I was a little worried that we wouldn't be getting a fully bulk dub for this game, since Okatron 5000, you know, they really haven't been on the gaming scene that much, as you guys may have noticed. And I know this is a little off topic, but Funimation, they do own the rights to One Piece material, and they do dub One Piece, and we have yet to see an English version of One Piece Pirate Warriors 1 and 2. So just seeing that these guys went out of their way to give us a Dragon Ball Z dubbing for a video game really shows that they're still in it for the fans, and they still want to, you know, give the fans what they want in terms of voice quality and stuff like that. You know, Dragon Ball Z, it's always been like this, I don't know, it's become like a poem, you know, it's come like a poem that we've already read over and over, since they do have lines that they're going to be delivering over for the 100th or 1 millionth time. It's still good that they're interested in this stuff, and they're going to give it to the fans how we want it. So yes, Christopher Sabat for the win. All the people who are complaining about the narrating being too goofy or not fitting the vibe of Battle Z, go choke yourselves. So regarding the gameplay, they pretty much showed us stuff that we want to see in terms of how we're going to go about the characters, and I was surprised that it was so in-depth and very detailed on how we're going to be able to approach from a fighting aspect. We actually get a chance to do meter rushes, assaults, and stuff like that with our team, like actually rush down attacks and going in different directions and fighting the opponent from different angles. There was a good twist to it, you know. Red Ink, the people that are doing this new Dragon Ball Z, they're giving us stuff that we really want to see. They're in the fans' corner, and you know, they have our attention. And I'm also very excited, and I'm very surprised at the same time, that since this is Art Dink's first take on a Dragon Ball Z video game, and this is a new franchise up in the Dragon Ball Z franchise of video games, or a new series in the Dragon Ball Z franchise of games, that they're giving us a lot. Because like in any other plain DBZ video game faction, when we get an introduction to a new DBZ game lineup, it's always half-assed. We don't really get a fully bulked roster, we really don't get a fully bulked cast, and we also don't get all the sagas that the Dragon Ball Z universe had to offer up in the show. But Art Dink, they're giving us all that, from the Saiyan saga all the way to the Buu saga. We're getting that. Still no indication if we will get a GT saga. Most likely we won't, since it's not really canonical to the Dragon Ball Z universe. So yes, but we have everything that we could ask for so far. Not every character is going to be included. You know, we don't have people like Zarbon. I haven't seen him on the list, and we don't have a lot of other characters like Huey from the Saiyan saga, or the Frieza saga, if you want to say that. We don't have that, and there hasn't really even been an indication if we're going to get all the Majin Buus, because so far I've only seen Majin Buu, and I've only seen Kid Buu. No Super Buu or Ultimate Gohan absorbed, or Trunks absorbed, or even Piccolo absorbed Super Buu. But we do have other characters, and we do pretty much have decent forms of these characters, like Frieza's forms. We have all 5 forms, even the final and 100% form of Frieza. We have all the forms of Vegeta. This isn't going to be a half-ass roster at all, people. We have like over like 30 characters so far ready to do battle, and I cannot wait. And we even have something else. We have the Battle of Gods characters, Bills and Whis. We actually have those characters. I am so pumped for this, you guys. But anyways, let's get back into the features of the game. So the game is going to feature an online multiplayer up to 8 players, 4-on-4 battles, which is a huge plus. We get a chance to see the different variations and combos that they're going to be doing. They actually went in depth and in detail on stuff that, you know, I didn't think they were going to go in detail about, like the mead or rush downs and stuff that you're going to do with tactical gameplay. You know, actually going to have to use tactics with your characters and your teammates and beat these characters, like with rush downs, different attacks and stuff like this. That's very cool and interesting. I didn't think they were going to do that. I thought it was just going to be like a gang on gang beat 'em up kind of game, but there are different tactics that you're going to have to use. And I hate to bring up this game in the mix of this conversation, but this really reminds me of Call of Duty or Battlefield, like a Dragon Ball Z version of Call of Duty or Battlefield, because you see these characters with different techniques and stuff like that. And you also get to see, like, when a character is down or KO'd, you would have to go and revive that character. That's a huge plus. It's going to get you emotionally attached and involved in this game. Like, I always want to see a game like Dragon Ball Z where I would actually have to go out of my way to go help my friend out or give him a sense of being. So it's a good addition that they're adding this. They're really doing a good job. So good. So good. So far, so good. Now, in terms of like the actual stuff that I would want to see in the game, this is part of my wish list. What I really want to see in this game is a very detailed level up system, you know, sort of like a RPG-esque kind of vibe, where each character a player would have to specifically work on, like his own special character. And each character needs to differentiate themselves too, because Dragon Ball Z, they pretty much have like a cookie cutter cutout sort of style when it comes to their fighters in the different games of Dragon Ball Z. There's always been this cookie cutter style where each character kind of plays the same. I would really like to see the characters play differently. I would really like to see like a player actually have to focus on stuff like specialties, strengths and weaknesses of their specific characters of their likings. Wouldn't it be so awesome? This is just an in-depth analysis and also a wish that I want to see. Wouldn't it be so awesome if I had a character like Goku and I had him leveled up, just like in Call of Duty, where you will see a character that's been prestiged and he's been ranked up. If I had a ranked up character like Goku and I had him powered up to the point where his energy beams were so powerful that they were actually like super wide, and if your enemy was in the vicinity, like at least 3 or 4 of them would get wiped out, because my character has a lot of experience and his energy beams are very powerful and they graze the ground and they pretty much leave the earth. Man, that would be so freaking epic and very detailed if Art Dink actually went in detail and did that. That would be epic, guys. What do you guys think about that? Like a very in-depth, detailed fighting system and level up system. This would really make the gameplay last a lot longer. This would give it a lot of replay value, in my opinion. And also another thing that they showed that you're gonna go off and get the fight up in the online community all over the world. So this game has the potential to be like one really competitive game, not only just for Dragon Ball Z fans, but for fighting fans a lot. It really has potential to be taken seriously, not only from the fans, but any other fan of fighting games. But one thing that I want to see included, let's take away the team aspect of this game and focus on the single player aspects. I would really like to see a free-for-all battle with 4 characters just battling it out randomly against each other. Choose whoever they want to run up against and beat down, choose whoever they want to shoot down. That would be another addition that could be very epic to the game and give it a lot of variety in terms of its gameplay features. Come on, Art Dink, give us that. Yeah, so getting off that topic and moving on to the next topic, the game's going to be including animated cutscenes. Just like the Ultimate Tenkaichi game, we have new animated cutscenes. Very awesome indeed, very awesome, because the animated cutscenes, they look very good, they're very crisp and detailed, and anytime they re-show an old scene or epic scene from the Saiyan saga or from the Super Saiyans transformations and stuff, they always look good. You know, Ultimate Tenkaichi, even though it's one of our least favorite games out of the Dragon Ball Z video game franchise, it had the best animated cutscenes I've ever seen. They were so beautiful, and they looked like the same animation that you would see from the movies or Dragon Ball Kai, and even that movie episode of Bardock. They were on that same scale of caliber. So it's good that they're doing that, but there's no indication that we're going to be getting a dub for those cutscenes. Funimation and Okatron 5000, for some reason, they haven't been giving us the dubs for cutscenes that we wanted to see. Like in Raging Blast 2, we really didn't get a dub for Plan to Eradicate Saiyans, which was a bummer because I was looking forward to hearing a good dub, you know, and I think that would have really made up for not having a dub for the original version. And we didn't really get a dub for the Dragon Ball Z Connect episode of Bardock, which is another, you know, I don't know why they didn't do that. You know, I feel like they were half-assing it, and we're not getting what we want from Funimation and Okatron 5000. But here's hoping that they give us a dub. And the last thing that I want to mention, you guys, and this is like the big, the meaty part of this video, the Battle of Gods. I'm guessing that we are going to be getting cutscenes from Battle of Gods, you know, new animated cutscenes. You know, it might not be the actual movie, but we're getting cutscene versions of Battle of Gods. You know, since the movie has a lot of hype surrounding it and it made a lot of money, we don't know how long it's going to take for Funimation to actually give us a dub, or if they're going to go out of their way and try to get the licensing rights to give us a dub for this. But since Battle of Z is coming out and they're giving us animated cutscenes, it would be so epic if Funimation gave us a dub for this game. That's another addition that would make it full of win. Like, this game would be an instant win if we got a dub for the Battle of God scenes with Bills and Whis. And hopefully Whis is a playable character. I think he is. I think he's actually a playable character. You know, even though he doesn't have any moves or anything like that we've seen in the movie, it would be good to see Bills and Whis kick ass. And one more thing that I would like to introduce regarding the gameplay, and I know this is scrambled around all, you know, this video isn't, you know, pretty much in order or well orchestrated, but before I go out on this, I would really like to see characters do stuff that we didn't really see up in the anime. Transformations, you know, not just Super Saiyan 3 transformations like slapping Super Saiyan 3 on the future Trunks or Vegeta or Broly. I would want to see stuff more. Like, if I were able to level up a character to a point where I just focus on his strength, he would be able to tap into a transformation like the Ultra Saiyan that Trunks tapped into. Excuse me, got tongue tied there. The Ultra Saiyan that Trunks tapped into, or the Ascendant Saiyans, or the Super Saiyans, you know, the bulky forms. Like, if I were able to, like, make Goku super strong, he would transform. He'll be able to transform into an Ascendant or a super bulky Saiyan. That would be very unique, and that would be different. It would show that they were going in a different route, and, you know, they're going very detailed for, you know, a different version of gameplay that's going to be unique, and it's going to be something that we've never seen before. You know, if you really want the players to enjoy the game and get them emotionally invested in each game character, give us something unique. It would also be cool if we saw a Super Saiyan 3, Ascendant Super Saiyan 3. That would be awesome indeed. But anyways, guys, that's just my overall thoughts and opinion, and also an analysis on the trailer that I've seen so far. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the section below. And also, guys, if you don't mind, I ask you guys to like the video or dislike the video, and don't forget to share the video on Facebook, Twitter, and with all your Dragon Ball Z fans and friends out there. And also subscribe if you're interested in any other Dragon Ball Z related videos that I have to offer. There's a channel link down below if you guys want to subscribe to the DBZ channel, or if you're just interested in me and you want to subscribe to my channel and see all the other content that I have to offer. Subscribe to Random Black Gamer, aka RBG. If you're a sexy YouTube individuals out there, check out all my other videos. But anyways, this is your boy RBG, aka the black crispy version of Goku. I will catch you guys later on some more Dragon Ball Z video games info. Peace out.